that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same. I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it. We are living in the Trump era.
A black woman blames racism and white women for her being fat. Really? The ridiculousness never ends. Stay tuned to see who gets this week's Stomp Award. Coming up next. Now I find it so amazing that 80% of black women are overweight. 80%. That's a lot. But instead of taking accountability for yourselves, why are you blaming others for your overweightness? Why are you blaming others for your obesity? Now, here you have this woman who's saying that white women are the blame and racism is the blame for her overweightness, for her being obese. The thing is, why don't you take accountability for yourself? Even if white women are contributing to your obesity, there's things you can do to help yourself. Let's roll this clip.
Racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you. When people talk about black women being obese, I hate it. We are living in the Trump era. Black women, when we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower. The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Now, she's saying that white women and black women do the same workout. But for some reason, because you are black, your workout doesn't seem the same. Because you are black, you can't lose the weight. Maybe if you stop eating. And maybe another solution, stop sitting on your fat ass and get out and walk, run, jog, crawl, do something. Now she's going all the way to left field. Now she's saying that the reason why she's fat is because of Donald Trump. We are living in the Trump era. So just because, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but just because we're living in the Trump era, you are fat. Now she's bringing politics into it. Notice how she's bringing all these external environmental factors on her fatness, on her obese, her being obese. But one thing she's not blaming, herself. She's blaming other people because she's fat. Now, don't get me wrong. I mentioned this many times before. We as black people, we do go through a little bit more than the average white person. We go through a little bit more stresses than the average white person. And I get it. But the thing is, we have to stop blaming other people when we fall short. That will make us what? Thrive, survive, and go further. But blaming other people is not going to solve the issue. Look at her. She's still fat. She's still overweight. But if you stop eating and if you start looking at foods that are better for you, instead of eating cake and cookies, fried chicken, stop going to these church picnics when all they do is eating stuff that is fattening, high cholesterol, increasing your risk of diabetes, increasing your risk of high blood pressure. Instead of eating these foods, won't you start eating things that are healthy? Now, another thing you mentioned, the foods in your community. Maybe it's not the healthiest food, but a salad is a salad. Strawberries are strawberries. Blueberries are blueberries. Apples are apples. We know the old saying, an apple a day helps keep the doctor away. But if you start eating foods that are fresh, eating more salads, green leafy vegetables, fruits and stuff like that, you will do better in terms of your diet. You will do better in terms of your weight. So stop blaming supermarkets and food outlets that's in your community, because you can always eat foods that are healthy for you, foods that are low in calories. Don't forget your veggies. When I was a kid, and when you was a kid, remember your mom said, don't forget your veggies, eat your veggies? That's something you're not eating, because I can look at you and tell you're not eating these healthy dinners. You're not eating these healthy foods. Don't blame other people. Stop blaming skinny white women who are shaped like this because you shaped like this. Start taking accountability, Black women. Start taking accountability for yourselves. It seems like everything is everyone else's fault. You always put the blame on other people. Start taking accountability and start blaming yourself. Black women, you're better than that. Black women, you're smarter than that. I was in South Beach in January, and all you see was these big Black women in South Beach. You see white women that were slim, Spanish women were slim, Asian women were slim. You see a few Black women were slim, but you see most of these Black women in these insy-tinsy bikinis that were way overweight, 250, 350 pounds in these skimpy outfits. Respect yourself, Black women. Start taking accountability. Start going to the gym. If you're not a gym rat, start going for walks. Simple things like that. And start taking accountability for yourselves. That's why I say, men, go get your passports. Go to the office right now and get yourself a passport. Start filling out that application. Because this ridiculousness, you're not going to see in other countries the way you see here. Here, we have too much entitlement. Here, you have so much privilege. And people here, these women here, they just so entitled and they have so much freedom here that they think they are free to say anything they want. And notice, the people in the audience were shaking their head like, And these women were just as overweight as you were. But they shaking their head and agreeing with this narrative, this ridiculousness that white women are responsible for your weight gain. So this week's Stomp Award goes to, you guessed it, you yourself. You have no one to blame but yourself, but to blame other people for your obesity. Ladies, gentlemen, want an unfiltered analysis of videos just like this one, I want you to smash that subscribe button. Smash the subscribe button and hit the bell for future notifications. That way you're notified when the video is uploaded each and every week. And don't forget to leave a comment and tell me what you think. You're watching Rewind.